So type 2, we are going to study statement patterns. We will prove logical equivalence of two or more statement patterns. We'll understand what is tautology, what are contradictions, and what are contingency. A very simple second type, but very lengthy. Obviously, things which are very simple are obviously very lengthy. So begin with statement pattern. So letters which are used to denote statements, if you'll remember from the previous exercise, we used to write down let P colon something, Q colon something. So P, Q, we used to put as letters and we used to denote statements with those letters. So such letters P, Q are technically known as statement letters. You don't have to mug up the definitions, you should just know them. Proper combination of statement letters along with that, whatever connective is given. What are the connectives in our syllabus? We have and, which is an ulta V. We have a or, which is V. We have conditional if P then Q, which is a straight arrow. We have biconditional P if and only if Q, which is a double-sided arrow. We have negation, which is that curved wave sign. So 5 connectors are there in our syllabus, making a statement pattern with all the statement letters. Along with that, a connector, basically whatever is given in a question, that combination with all of them is going to make a statement pattern. Basically, the question whose truth table you have to make as statement patterns. Another word for statement pattern is known as proposition. Your statement letters P, Q, R, etc. are also known as prime components. You don't have to mug all this, but better to know it. Worst case scenario, they might put in your MCQ. I make a truth table. I put all the possible truth values. I told you truth values can be true also, they can be false also. So T and F I put in that truth table. For a particular statement pattern, I make a whole truth table. It is obtained by considering all possible combinations of truth values of these letters of the prime components, and such a table is obviously known as a truth table of the statement pattern. What is logical equivalence? If I give you 2 statement patterns, you make the truth table of the first statement pattern, you make the truth table of the next statement pattern. If the final column of them are the same, then both the statement patterns are logically equivalent. What is tautology? Tautology starts with T. So if I make a truth table of any statement pattern, and if all the values are T below that, T below that, T below that, T, if everywhere is T, 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 then that statement pattern, which is always true, is known as tautology. Tautology is represented by small t. Contradiction is when the statement pattern, I make the truth table and it's everywhere false. It is contradiction. Symbol is small c. Contingency, it's a combination of true and false. Neither completely true nor completely false. Then little bit trues and little bit falses are contingency. Doubts anyone with these definitions? Not required to be known, but yet any doubts, then ask. What all you'll have to do in your notebooks, I'll just mark it over there. So you will be you'll be doing your first para. You'll be doing tautology ka definition. You won't give the example. So this example you're not going to give. You'll do contradiction ka definition. Again, you're not going to give the example. Example is not to be given. And you'll be giving contingency ka definition. Again, example not to be given. Give the headings to it. And this is what you'll be doing in your notebooks. Doubts, anyone? Let's go back to numericals. That is more important. This table you all won't be doing. Sida, you'll start with solved examples. Let us see the first solved example. They are saying that I have to construct a truth table for the statement pattern. I told you they will give you in the question. So make a truth table for the first part, P arrow open bracket, Q arrow P. Go systematic. Please don't jump any step. Even in CET also, even though this is a time consuming question, but yet go systematic. Don't jump any column. HSC may, if you jump columns, you lose marks. So you also can't jump on any column. You all will be forced to go systematic. Step one, identify how many letters are there. There's letter P, there is letter Q. There are two letters. Column one, you put P. Column two, you put Q. Doubts in the heading of column one, column two. Anyone ask? Below P, it's standard in every question, even in truth table also you all have marked up. It was standard that P is always true, below that true, below that false, below that false. True, true, false, false is P. And Q will go as true, false, true, false, alternate. This is standard in every question, every truth table of our syllabus for P and Q. Doubts in column one, column two, anyone, then ask me. Now go sequential. First, finish with the round bracket. You'll have to first do the round bracket. So you will do Q arrow P. Note, it's Q arrow P. Q arrow P means true arrow true, right to left. It is true arrow true is true, false arrow true is true, but only true arrow false. The third one is false. All the remaining combinations, false arrow false is true. Super important, column 3. Doubts? Anyone? Then ask me.
Sir, do we mark these up?
No. Mark why? Matlab, I didn't get you.
The table, like we did like the truth table.
No. Truth table of arrow you have marked up. That true arrow false is false. Rest all are true. So using that truth table, you will fill in column 3, na?
Okay, sir. Yes.
Got it, no? Got it. Then go for column 4. Last column. Column 4 is now, obviously your question is left. P arrow open bracket Q arrow P. So P arrow open bracket Q arrow P. P ka column is the first one. Arrow it with Q arrow P is the third column. I have to do first column, arrow the third column. So first column is true arrow, third column ka first line is true. True arrow true is true. True arrow true in the next line is also true. False arrow false is also true. False arrow true is also true. Only true arrow false was false. But in this combination, that didn't come only. So everywhere I got true. If I get all truths in the final answer, this is a tautology. Doubts, anyone? Anyone, any doubts can ask me. These are super important HSE questions. Only way you can lose marks is if you behave cockeyed. So don't behave cockeyed and do anything anyhow, may like this arrow that. Like that's why I cleared off the second column to do first arrow third. Okay, some students do first arrow second only and fill this last. Shocking it is, but then obviously you are not worth to be given marks for that. It is clearly first arrow third what you want, and then you get the last. Okay, so please don't make such dumb things over there. That's the only way you can lose marks in 12th. Baki 12th is one of, they have smartly kept, Maharashtra government has smartly kept the tough chapters in 11th and easy in 12th. CBSE makes neutral 11th and 12th. But HSC board has smartly done it that all the easy chapters they put in 12th and put the tough ones in 11th. And they won the court case against the central government. And we have the CET, in which that also they did smartly, that put 80% syllabus of 12th and only 20% of 11th. So they are working in your favor. Please take the advantage of it. Question 2. I have this statement pattern. Identify how many letters are there overall. There is only P's and Q's ka combination. So P and Q ka first column. P is true, true, false, false. Q is true, false, true, false. Doubts anyone in column 1, column 2, then ask. Now, as I told you, don't skip any step. Go slowly, stepwise. Look at the whole question. Not of P is sitting alone. Let's make not of P. How do I make not of P? I know the column of P is true, true, false, false. Obviously, not of that column will be opposite. Trues will become false and falses will become true. So not of P has to be false, false, true, true. Opposite of the first column is the third column. Doubts in column 3, anyone? And let's finish with the first round bracket as the next column. Not P or Q. Not P or Q is column 3 or with column 2. False or true is true or may. If anyone is true. The second column where false or false is false. Otherwise, the third row, fourth row, anyone is true. The final outcome is true. I finish with the first round bracket in column 4. Doubts anyone till here? Stepwise, stage-wise, slow and steady. Don't skip any columns. HSC, I told you, if you skip a column, you lose marks. CET mein silly mistakes unnecessary will happen. Let time go. In this truth table mein, we don't have option to save time, otherwise silly mistakes will happen. So let time go and you solve it properly. Start with the next round bracket. The next round bracket is P and Q. P is column 1, Q is column 2. After do column 1 and column 2. For and, if any one is false, the second line, third line, fourth line, then the final outcome is false. The first line where both are true, it is true. Otherwise, everywhere else it's false. Doubts in column 5. Column 6. I have to not entire column 5. So not of P and Q. Whatever is your column 5, make it ulta, make true as false, falses as true. I got column 6. And now both the round brackets, I'm going to do a double arrow. Double arrow may, if they are same, then it is true. If they are different, like the first row is different, second row false, arrow true, double arrow true is different. The third and the fourth row are same. True, double arrow true, true, double arrow true. Same are trues, opposites are falses. I got contingency because there are few falses and few trues. Doubts in second part, anyone? Then ask. Start with the third part. Third part again exactly same. P and Q, 2 letters. You do not P, you do not Q. You will AND both of them. This not is inside the bracket. It's a printing mistake. You'll AND both these columns. Then you'll not the entire thing. You'll get this column. This again by mistake they wrote the column again. So this column no need to do. Second last column they printed by mistake again. And last May you'll OR it with Q and get the answer. Doubts in the third one. Fourth one, for the first time, we are taking PQR. Maximum, there are only 3 letters. PQR in our syllabus. We don't have 4 letters or more. 1 letter, but 1 letter may nothing much is there. Only not P is there. 2 letters can come. Yeah, max to max 3 letters can come. So PQR is there in this question. Here, the rows are different. For P, there are going to be 4 trues and 4 falses. For Q, there is double true, double false, double true, double false. And for R, it is alternate true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Doubts in column 1, 2, 3. For P, Q, R, anyone can ask. 8 rows will happen. In P and Q, there are only 4 rows. For PQR, there are 8 rows. Now, like all the previous questions, goes page-wise. Always, if there is not with a letter, finish it first. You need not follow the textbook format, but wherever this is a standard way, either the columns will do if they are swapped, but always do not first. So complete not of R. Doubts anyone? Then ask me. Then take the round brackets. P and Q ka round bracket is there. So first and second columns, you'll AND them and fill up the fourth column. Then the first box bracket. This column, you will OR it with R row wise. Or if any is true, you get true, otherwise false. Start with the next box bracket. I have a column for P and Q. I have a column for not R. These 2 columns, I have to OR them. I get the next box bracket. If any is true, it's true. Only when both are false, it is false. Baki true, both are false, it is false. Baki true, both are false is false. Baki true. And then final these 2 columns, both the box brackets, you will AND them. And may any is false, it is false. Sorry, yeah, any is false, it is false. Only when both are true, then the AND is true. Last column, again, contingency, because few trues and few falses. Doubts in the fourth one. Fifth is again exact same. 3 letters PQR, P में 4 trues, 4 false, Q में double true, double false, double true, double false, R में alternate true, false, true, false, true, false. Start first with not P, then finish with a round bracket, do the next round bracket, do the next round bracket, then AND it to finish the first box bracket, and then do arrow with this and get the answer. Either udhar if few columns are interchanged with their headings, it's okay. Example 2, the next variety. They will tell you that use truth tables and prove LHS and RHS ka final columns are the same. Identify the letters. In the first part, there are 2 letters P and Q. P में true, true, false, false. 2 letters में true, true, false, false. Q में alternate true, false, true, false. Start one by one with all the combinations. Take this like a whole question only. So I first finish with not Q, ulta of Q. I'll finish with the first round bracket, P and Q. I will do P arrow not Q, the next round bracket, and I will not it. Do the entire thing in one table only. It will save time. Give headings to the columns as Roman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Note, LHS, P and Q is in column 4. True, false, false, false. P and Q ka normal we have already marked up is column 4. And the RHS is in column 6. It's but obvious that you have to prove them equal. So all the entries of column 4 have to match with column 6. Put a statement below. Column 4 and column 6 are identical. Therefore, LHS, RHS are equivalent. Copy the question. All these are super important questions. Doubts in LHS, RHS? Anyone ask me? Let's try the second one. Identify the letters. There is P, Q. So P, Q में true, true, false, false. Q में true, false, true, false. Then start with, there is a not P. So make not P. There is a not Q. Make not Q. Now finish with the round brackets. P double arrow Q. Column 5 में my LHS is done. Do the next round bracket. P and Q. Do the next round bracket. Not P and not Q. And then or both of them. Column 8 mein my RHS is done. LHS of column 5, RHS of column 8, it has to be same. They are identical, therefore LHS is RHS. Simple, straightforward. Doubts in question 2, anyone? Same as the third, but third mein 3 letters PQ are the bigger table. So do that bigger table of P ka 4 trues, 4 false, Q mein double true, double false, double true, double false. R mein alternate true, false, true, false, true, false, true, false. Start doing एक bracket, finish with the LHS, finish with the RHS. Verify LHS and RHS ka columns are same. They have to be same. If it's not same, you all have done some silly mistake. So verify that mistake and they have to turn out to be same. Therefore, LHS is RHS. Same as the fourth one. See the last variety, example 3. Example 3 is exactly same like example 1. No difference at all. Make truth tables of the statement pattern. 2 letters are there, P, Q. True, true, false, false, true, false, true, false. Do not P, do not Q. Do the first round bracket. Do the second round bracket, and both the round brackets get the final column. They told in the question that after finishing the final column, just verify whether final column is all trues, then it is tautology. If they are all false, they are contradictions. If there are few trues, few false, you write it as contingency. This they are not asked in the first question. Though I told you all how to identify it, but you don't have to write in the first question. Here, yes, you have to write at the end. Last column mein, truth value of all the entries in the last column is F, contradiction. Here, truth values of all the entries in the last column are not identical. There are few trues and few false. Contingency, truth value of the final column is all F, so contradiction. Though in the solved example, there's only contingency. And if all are T, so then it is tautology. There's no tautology. It will be the answer. Yeah, here it is. All are T's, so it is tautology. Doubts in example 1, 2, 3, anyone? Exercise also exactly same. Question 1, truth tables of all. Question 2, truth tables and match the columns of LHS and RHS. And question 3, truth tables of all and see whether last column is tautology if all truths. Yeah, last column is contradiction if all false. Yeah, last column is contingency if few truths and few false. Ka combination. Anyone, any doubts for this, then ask me. Solving this whole thing will take all 15 hours. Solving all the solved examples, solving the entire exercise questions will take all 15 hours on an average. If you do it fast, you can finish in 9 hours. If you go like a slow coach, it will take you 22 hours. I want all this by Monday's class. Monday morning ka class mein, you all will have to come and show it to me. If you'll come and show it to me, then you'll be allowed for further classes. People who cannot come, please send it through your parents, siblings, driver, anyhow. But the book has to be there with me on Monday morning for correction. Then only further lectures you'll be allowed for, or else you all won't be allowed for any further offline or online lectures. So this entire solved and exercise I wanted by Monday morning. Along with that, even quantifiers will be there, which I'll be finishing tomorrow. So tomorrow I'll be taking quantifiers on Friday. So you'll be finishing with quantifiers also along with that on Friday. And uska exercise will be there and negations also will be there. Okay, so it's a lot of work for this weekend. You all are totally packed with me. Okay, so this whole thing, though quantifiers will take all 3 hours with the exercise, it will take all 3 hours only. Yeah, I won't be doing algebra of statements for the time being. We will wrap up this chapter by tomorrow. So tomorrow we wrap up this chapter. Algebra of statements. HSC, pure HSC people only have it. CET people won't be doing with this method. I will show you all another method using truth tables to do it. So I'll be taking this later on for pure HSC students. And yes, this one question, question 2, I'll be doing with you all. Baki nothing I'll be doing with you all for the time being. Exercise me only question 2 only will be doing, nothing else. Switching circuits for the time being, I'm not doing it because past 2 years say it's been cancelled due to that corona ka thing. So I'm not going to do this switching circuit for the time being. If it is there, we'll be taking it later on. If they continue with the past 2 years syllabus, then this will not be there. So switching circuits we won't be doing for the time being. I'll be starting off with matrices on next week. Okay, we'll be doing the miscellaneous on Saturday. So Saturday we'll be solving the miscellaneous. And then you'll be finishing the miscellaneous in class, whoever comes in class over there. And then next week, Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, we start off with chapter 2. You'll be having an oral test next week. I'll give you all 2-3 days to study. For logic chapter is over. You'll be giving an oral test. If you'll clear the oral test, there'll be around 7 to 10 questions asked per student. Maybe more, maybe less. If you're clear that all questions to be answered, then next weekend will be the written test for logic. Okay, then we start with MCQs for CET students. Along with that, matrices also will go on. So two things CET students will go simultaneously. Okay, so anyone, any doubts, you all can WhatsApp me. I would personally recommend no need to wait for tomorrow. Please start solving this. It's easy, but it's lengthy. It will take you all 15 hours to solve it. Might as well don't waste time for tomorrow's offline lecture. Start just now only, start today only. And how much ever gets over, finish it. Tomorrow again, if you all can come for the offline lecture also. Continue from where you all stop and try to finish how much ever in the offline lecture. Again, go home and continue. Any doubts, anything, if you all don't follow anything, answers behind don't match, then at once WhatsApp. I'll disconnect then for today.
So,
Yes, yes.
for tomorrow, if we come to solve, is it okay?
Yeah. Tomorrow you all have to come to solve if it's okay for you. Matlab, you are trying to say that today you don't want to do and tomorrow only start. That's what you are trying to say.
No, like, if we continue tomorrow also in the classes.
That's what I'm saying. So you all continue. People who did not attend today, for them, I'll explain the whole thing. You all need not wait also for my explanation because you all be knowing it. Khatakhat, start solving ahead. No need to listen to me also. Just move ahead because this is lengthy. It's too lengthy. It will take all 15 hours. So fatafat, you all will have to finish it. So if you all go full speed also, yet minimum 9 hours it takes. So in 3 days, you all will have to finish it. Like tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because then Monday, tak you all minimum latest Monday, tak you all have to show me. Otherwise, then you all miss out the further lectures. Then uska recording dekhna padega, all that. So don't fall only in all that. Finish it as soon as possible because even quantifiers exercise will come, even miscellaneous will come. Though that will be doing offline में class में, it won't come as a homework. So quantifiers won't come as a homework. Miscellaneous ka again few questions will come for homework, which has to be done by Monday. And I'll start with matrices also. That's it. Okay.
Okay.
Anyone, any doubts then? Okay, so start solving. If you'll get stuck anywhere, at once WhatsApp. Okay, I'll disconnect then. Okay, bye.